you like the video, it'll be my honor if you can like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. And there are a lot more figure diorama photography at the end of this video, so please watch and enjoy until the end. Now, let's begin. Hello everyone, how's everybody doing today? And today we are going to be reviewing from Dragon Ball Buruma's motorcycle. It's the S.H.Figuarts Bandai. And I'm not sure about you and most fans or any collector. I'm not too sure if this is wanted or demanded or anyone cares, but as an early Dragon Ball fan, have been reading the Japanese version from day one. It was published in Japan. This is a must buy for me. It was something that's so crucial and iconic for a early era Dragon Ball fan like myself. It was a must, no question asked. Some people think, why do we need this? Or there are a lot of current fans who don't care about the Dragon Ball because they received Dragon Ball Z. The Dragon Ball Z was their first experience. So Dragon Ball didn't actually come first in the West or the world around. But for people like me, who's the original fan from Japan, Dragon Ball is something very special. Sometimes it's considered to be more important than Dragon Ball Z because this has broken so much record, and not only that, but it has created the template for so many shonen action hero comic book or manga. So Dragon Ball was a mandatory thing or something that all the mangaka need to actually study in Japan if you're even going to think about becoming a successful mangaka. That is, if you're going for something else, not shonen action stuff, then that's a different topic. But like I said, it is something that can't be ignored, and it was such an excitement when I saw the prototype of this figure released in some event. So that's the front box art, and I think this was a regular release. It's not like Soul Web exclusive or anything. That's one thing I was concerned, because this isn't for everyone. Like I said, a lot of the people in the West and some in Japan, especially the younger generation, they kind of don't care about Dragon Ball. It's more, they talk about Dragon Ball Z. Recent fans talk about Dragon Ball S, Super, but not many talk about Dragon Ball. So for me, I thought this would be a Soul Web exclusive like the Odaru Vegeta, because it is really not for everyone. And yeah, it's actually, I am so sorry, it is Soul Web exclusive, so my bad. And it makes sense because it's really not for everyone. Like, it's not everyone's gonna go run to the store like myself because we're getting a motorcycle from Dragon Ball. But one thing is that Dragon Ball is really known for, or the author Akira Toriyama is known for, is he loves mech. Well, in Japan we call it mech, not many in the West. It's mechanical stuff is something he loves so much. He likes vehicles, he likes tanks, he loves military stuff, he likes all sort of mech, and that really reflected to any of his art. When you see him draw something and there's a mech inside, it's deformed and modified, but the detail is so impressive because he loves it so much. And by the way, he is a Star Wars fan. So we do get a manual book. It looks very, very simple, and I think we get a custom piece for Buruma. Yeah, she gets a extra skirt, I think, so that she can ride her motorcycle. And yeah, let's take a look. And we get the original Goku screaming on her motorcycle. This is quite hefty. It has a weight in it, and that's quite good because it feels, I don't know if it's a die-cast, I doubt it, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's a die-cast. Sorry guys, my camera overheated again, and once I finished my review, I realized that due to the overheating, it didn't record anything afterward. So I'm re-reviewing this again. I would probably get a new camera once maybe my YouTube get monetized or something. I'm not too sure. But yeah, I really do need an upgrade on my camera. But that said, here is a fully open and readied Buruma's motorcycle. It looked like a scooter, but it is kind of motorcycle-ish. But anyhow, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? You know what I think? I think it is beautiful. And it does look like a die-cast in a way, but no, it's completely plastic. There are a few die-cast pieces I can feel, which these are die-cast for sure. That's a die-cast, but nothing much. But again, it has a good weight, and the tire aren't rubber. It's somehow a soft plastic, and there isn't any spring action in there, but that's something that we're not too well expecting for S.H.Figuarts. And I think they done a brilliant job. And look at it. The one thing is that the clear dome right here, I saw, because it is, in such a shape, I thought there would be a lot of distortion. And if they use cheap plastic and if they didn't use a good method of recreating this, there would be a lot of distortion. But as you can see, there is no distortion at all. Even it has this oval shape, and oval shape tend to have a distortion. The only distortion you might see is at the edge right here, but that's given, and yet you can only have slight distortion at the edge. So yeah, that's really impressive. Well, some people might expect, if they would have had LED lights there, or if that's rubber or spring action, that would be better. Yes, it is. It would be better, but again, you can modify that yourself. No, like seriously, it's something that's not for everyone. So to make this for Bandai to even consider this was something very, very rare. I really wasn't expecting them to, bring up Buruma's Capsule 9 motorcycle. So that alone was a really difficult, choice for them, I think. And yeah, for that, I really praise Bandai for their effort. And now let's speak about the stand. The stand, there is total of 3 different version of these clear stands. Now the base itself is plastic. It works fine, but depending on the clear stand, here, this is the second one. The first one only is just stabilize. This one here, as you can see, is slightly bent. What you do with this one is, unlike the first one where we pegged right in the middle, you peg this right on the side, and this specifically you can only peg in this way, or you can peg in this way, or simply this way or this way. You can't peg it like that or that, because the base will collide with the tire. And what this does is it gives giving it a side, in a way that it's kind of sliding kind of effect. And you can do that for both sides. You can peg this onto the opposite side, and let's see. God, sometimes I just suck at it. There we go. And now it's the other side. So you can either choose, this motorcycle to be angled this way or that way. And the last stand you get is a longer stand, as you can see. This one also pegs right in the middle, like so. And you could just peg it in. And this creates servo effect. For example, it would also do the same, angled way, but it's slightly hovering on the top. So this is more like it's jumping, or it's like not flying, but it's, it's not on the ground thing. And one thing you can do is if you angle it, you could make the front side up, or you can also do the bottom side up, which does really well with Goku right here screaming. And one thing about this Goku I really like is it's scaled accurate. Like if you compare him with this Goku here that we got from Figuarts, I really was very bothered with this scale because he's simply just way too big for all the other S.H. Figuarts line, because like his head is massive comparing to where's like other Goku. Like no way this head would be that head. Like impossible. But they probably did this because if they release a scale accurate Goku in that in action figure form, you won't first of all get that much articulation, and second, you with that side you can't charge much. So I think what Bandai did is that, well, to sell it they have to charge a certain amount of price, and to do so they scaled that Goku up to this side. It was a good choice in a marketing business wise. As a Dragon Ball fan like myself, I prefer scale accuracy because that's just too weird if I put it beside any other Dragon Ball. Even the Dragon Ball Bulma, if I put it beside her, it looks weird. So seeing the scaled accurate Goku, it was something, a very, it was a really great gift because it was something that I really wanted to see. And for Bulma, or actually before going to the figure itself, there's also a stand right here that you can, it's kind of hard, and I'm a little bit worried if it might break off, but you can bring that bike stand out and you can just let it rest. So you have several choices of making this stand, and yeah, any way you like, any way it goes. So let's talk about the figure first. Let's see, I'll bring out the Goku right here, and I just realized this thing comes off. I didn't know that. Is it something that it's supposed to do? Because I didn't see this on the manual. But if it's meant to come off, it makes it really easy for these figures to get on, because with a little bit of, it's not hard, but it sometimes needs a bit of patience. Now this scaled Goku looks really nice, and if you compare it, it's really tiny. But again, if you have Bulma standing, and excuse her skirt being kind of exploding underneath, but if you compare with Bulma, she is massive. But if you compare it with this Goku, it really do make sense. And if you have like Yamcha or other character, if you read the comic book, when he was talking to Goku, sometimes he was not fully kneeling, but he was like this, because he was so small. Like Goku was so small that you're kind of not kneeling, but like you're bending your knees to see his eyes and talk to him. But this Goku is way too big. Now I'm talking about a Goku that's not related with this review for so long, but I just wanted to let you guys know how much I appreciate this Goku. And by the way, this Goku does have a head articulation. Sadly, it doesn't have any other articulation, Bandai, please give us Goku in this side. I know you won't. I know you won't. But anyhow, leaving that Goku away, now this Bulma comes with a dedicated skirt, and well, her original skirt here, if you use this, then she won't be able to bend her leg like so. So she does come with a dedicated skirt. Now she also comes with a dedicated motorcycle hand, as you can see right here. Yeah, and the original hand, it comes with a glove, well, gloved fist hand and gloved closed hand, and this one does give you a motorcycle hand, so that is a option that really was great. And other than that, the motorcycle here has the option to remove the back seat, and the reason they have a little peg here is for this Goku right here to peg in like so. And the beauty about Akira Toriyama, he is such like how should I say it? Like, Akira Toriyama, the author of Dragon Ball, he loves mech. Like, he loves vehicles, he likes military stuff, he likes airplanes, he loves mechs. And when he designed all his mech on Dragon Ball, it is so unique, yet it has a bunch of, realistical factors. And that's also reflected here, because if you look at here, that is a footrest for anyone to sit behind on the back. It's like not like Goku's using it because he's too small, but having that as the realism of if someone who have certain height, they can put their foot on it, so it adds a lot of reality. So that is such a good taste, and that proves how much Akira Toriyama knows what he's doing. And unlike most mangaka out there, Akira Toriyama is started as a illustrator, a professional illustrator. So he's not a guy all of a sudden I want to draw a comic or manga and start it like so. A lot of Japanese mangaka is like that. They never went to art school or studied art officially. They kind of read manga and they kind of start drawing by themselves. A lot of them are like that. Unlike them, Akira Toriyama is really trained on what he's doing, and therefore he can, modify, or he can ignore certain rules, because rules are great, but sometimes if you fully understand the rules, then you know how to, ignore certain rules because it doesn't apply. It's like Picasso, because most of you guys know Picasso was that, interesting, unique style. That wasn't his original art style. It was very different. It was more like a typical artist style. But then, because he has practiced so much and now he fully understands the rule of art, now he can break the rules. And if you don't have a full experience and knowledge of certain area, you can't do that. Like rookies, or just I just started this 10 years or 5 years without any real education, you can't do that, because when you do that, it looks weird. But because Akira Toriyama fully understands, he can deform a machine and then it still works, because this is really deformed. Like, you don't see this outside, in the reality, yet it works because he knows what's important and what's not. Now, going back to the figure, this figure right here, this one here was for Goku. You would also get one without the peg, so if you're not gonna display this motorcycle with Goku on, you could peg that one instead, and you could just display the motorcycle as it is. And yes, it looks it is such a treat in my eye. Again, it's something that it wasn't necessary. It's not for everyone. It's for specific people like myself, and I think it's hitting the original Dragon Ball fans who were there, who probably in their in their 40s or maybe in their 50s or like very late 30s, maybe like 38 or something. So original 38, maybe a little bit too young still, but you know, like it's for those people who've been around for a long time, who loves the art of Akira Toriyama. Because a lot of people actually was when this Buruma came out, some people even complained, saying that, well, why do we need this Buruma? She's not even in this, you know, this design is not even in the manga. And that already told me that you weren't there. Yeah, you weren't there when Dragon Ball was something that was surprising everyone. You probably only, you know, started with Dragon Ball Z because outside Japan, Dragon Ball, they didn't start with Dragon Ball. They started with Dragon Ball Z. But Dragon Ball was something that broke the record and everything. It was, you know, what made it special. And then it got transferred to Dragon Ball Z. So a lot of original fans have high respect to the Dragon Ball saga. And it was more adventure. Dragon Ball Z, then it became more fighting. And this design Bulma was very special to us because of her unique design that Akira Toriyama gave. And that was when, you know, Akira Toriyama was very unique already, but then we were starting to see like, man, this guy can really, really design. And that was this Bulma. So Bandai offering this, it was specifically for that target. And yeah, I really appreciate them for offering this Buruma. And I think you can also, yeah, should be okay because she has no skirt and she should easily peg in to this vehicle. Her shoes might be a little bit of a problem because it's not so, it's big, it's a boot. But I think it's not much of an issue having her on there. Not perfect because her boot is so big, but she can sit no problem. And okay, there we go. Yeah, I think, yeah. Oh, no, she's like standing. Let's make her sit down. Okay, there we go. Not perfect, but it's fine. It's decent. So, what do I think about this this figure? I think it's absolute respect towards the original Dragon Ball fan. And it's something that Dragon Ball, like I said, is all about adventure. But when first Dragon Ball came out, it wasn't doing well at all. It might be a surprise for most of you guys, but it was really struggling, and it was about to, well, there was a talk about maybe we might have to cancel this. But then the editor came, and the editor spoke with Akira Toriyama, and his advice was screw the adventure, not like totally screw it, but have that on the side and do a tournament. Do something more of a combat battle. So that's where we got Tenkaichi Budokai, and we got the Goku and Krillin and everybody joining in, and that's when the fandom skyrocketed and the popularity was massive because it invented a lot of new template rules and ideas for any shonen manga comic book. So yeah, that's how it was. Well, it became a legend. And in Dragon Ball Z, they kind of moved away from adventure, and they still have adventure, but not so much. And then they focus more on the combat. And like we all know, it's one of the, or I would say, the most successful anime manga ever. Because without Dragon Ball, the West never would have got anything that we get right now. It's all because of Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is the one that opened the door for the West. I knew Dragon Ball from day one because I was an anime freak, manga freak, and I was reading Dragon Ball from when it was published in Japan. But most of you guys probably wouldn't have got anything much on Dragon Ball, or not only Dragon Ball, but most of the manga or anime if it wasn't for Dragon Ball. So I have the greatest respect for manga and anime for Dragon Ball. There's a lot of people who doesn't know that outside Japan, so they kind of ditch Dragon Ball, but everything you see today is really highly influenced by Dragon Ball. So yeah, I think this is a beautiful piece. I love it. I'm not too sure if Bandai's gonna do another release, because I don't see much review of the Dragon Ball Buruma scooter, and that kind of tells me that not many people bought it. Sadly, so they might not do another vehicle, but hopefully if the demand goes high, they might do another one, because the Frieza first form, it's getting his pod, and again, you need a pod for first Frieza, right? So that's kind of, well, not because of this. The Frieza was, it was mandatory to give him a pod, but I really want to see more vehicle designed by Akira Toriyama, because his design are so beautiful. But again, I will start to take some photo, and I will hope you guys will enjoy. See you soon. Thank you very much for watching my figure unboxing photography review. If you liked the video, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. Currently, there are only 6% of my audience who are subscribed, and I feel a little bit lonely here, so your subscription will give me inspiration to go on further. Thank you again, and see you all soon. 遊びでやってるんだよ。